Okay, today I got something kind of fun for you. It's just a quickie here. But I've been doing some work in the garage lately, and I needed this tool about a week or so ago. And it's one of those things I kind of forgot about until I was sitting there and I was like, I probably could use this right about now, and I didn't have one. So went on Amazon and ordered it. It's a tool from Japan. I don't have a lot of Japanese-made tools, but there's a few I have been using. These at home, not so much. These are those IPS Players, like 165s or something. They're the soft touch slip joints. I did a video on them maybe like a couple of years ago. We use them at work quite a lot because we deal with like some plastic stuff, and you don't want it to scratch anything. And these have worked fantastically. So I got a set at home, which I've only used a couple times, so they're still pretty much brand new. But that was like the first thing really made in Japan I think I ever bought. And then I got these guys, the Craftsman Pliers here, but these are made by Vessel. But these have quickly become my favorite everyday screwdriver. I use these things constantly. They're made in Japan, and actually I've been thinking about getting a few more of these. Because you get them with like because the blades come out. So like this one you can see here, it's like a 1 and 3 on one, it's like a combo, and then a 2 on the other. Oops, I guess actually I should have it so you can read it. 1 and 3, and then a 2. And these also are good for JIS screws, which is like the Japanese Phillips kind of standard. And the blade one here. And they make them in other blades, and they can get like Torx and stuff too. But I just, like I say, because I used to use, I still kind of use the multi-blade like Pickwicks and stuff, but these guys, these are the ones I use like all the time. I got a pair in the garage, got a pair in the basement. I'm thinking about getting, like I said, maybe getting a couple more and bring them into work just because I like these so much now. And then I also got these guys, also Craftsman, but also by Vessel. These are the Vessel Impact screwdrivers. It's like your regular old impact screwdriver. You whap it with a hammer and it bends it. But these ones are just, it's kind of like small and compact, and it's got the Phillips and the blade on it. And again, these are things I could have used a while ago, but I had lost them. I couldn't remember what I had done with them. And then I had found them in the bottom of a box I was unpacking. So I got these out now, so I'll actually be able to start using them, which, again, would have been handy a few weeks ago. But I just got these. So that's really the only Japanese tools I've ever really gotten, are just these ones. And I know you go to some of the forums, people are very dedicated about them, especially their sockets and things. So this isn't one of those. Let me see, we've got to tear this guy open. It's like no matter what I do, anytime I put the camera on, I'm incapable of opening anything. But, so this is what I got. So the Engineer pliers here, I'll show you. Engineer Negisaurus GT. Yeah, these are screw removing pliers. And they're made specifically to remove screws. You see that picture there. And like I said, I had a few screws that are stripped out in the garage I was trying to pull out, and they're in, of course, the most awkward position ever. So I was able to finally get a pair of vice grips. Actually, I used the Bowman grip pliers I got. And get them kind of clamped on, was able to pull it off, but God, it was a pain. And I thought these might be something, I use in the past. I had thought about getting a pair of these, or like the Van Pliers, which I'm sure. There's a million videos on these and the Van Pliers and stuff out there. But I kind of figure if these are the regular ones, that they just rebadge them for Van Pliers, so I'm also just buy the regular ones here. So yeah, so Engineer screw removing pliers. They make a few different kind. I think these are just kind of like the regular everyday ones. They also make like a linesman's plier and a few others, but let's show you. I said made in Japan. And in case you haven't seen these, they have like some special ground teeth in the front there, so that when you can grab the screw, grab it and then twist it out. And like I said, that's really what I needed, because that's the thing, like trying to grab, a screw that's all stripped out in there, you don't get a lot of stuff to grab onto, so trying to get a pair of vice grips locked on there and then crack it off was a pain. So I had some other things I can do, but it just was, again, it was in a really awkward spot, and a pair of pliers would have been handy. So got these guys. So I'm adding to the Japanese tool collection. Like I said, so these are the Engineer ones. So actually, I like the handles too. They're kind of I don't know, almost looks like something out of like a cartoon or like some sci-fi movie with all the little, lines and circles and things. But yeah, I think I got them for like, I think they're like 25 bucks on Amazon, which again isn't bad. I don't think for a Japanese-made tool. See, they look really nice. The finishing's really nice on them. See, everything's really smooth. Like I said, they move really nicely. Feel good in the hand, so kind of like I said, at least they feel like a nice premium kind of plier. Plus, the thing I always love about these is just the packaging. It's always kind of fantastic. You get the you get like the little characters and stuff, and I don't know, pretty awesome. So anyway, it's so that's it. Just one pair of pliers, but I thought they're pretty cool, and it's always kind of fun to add to the tool collection, especially something that I don't normally go with, which is like Japanese tools. But like I said, we'll see how they work. But like I said, hopefully the next time I need to remove a tricky remove a tricky screw or a squirrel out of some weird position, hopefully these guys will help. So that's it. Thanks. Bye.